when I'm so fucking low, I'm like, it's fine. What my therapist says, it's like a slingshot. So you're getting pulled back. You're like, okay, this is fucked. I can't handle anymore. And just when you're about to give up, when you don't give up and let go, you just fly forward and life starts happening for you.
You've tuned into the Better Bloke podcast. I'm Matty.
And I'm Rob.
We're just a couple of average guys who started a charity with one simple mission: to fuck off suicide as the leading cause of death for Aussie blokes our own age.
We talk shit, ask the big questions, and chat with people who have been through the ringer and come out the other side with a story that's worth hearing.
Let's get stuck in. Welcome back to another episode, and today we're on the couch with one of the best tattoo artists in the country. When I Googled her, she came up as apparently being on The Bachelor.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, that still pops up on Google. It's Kristen Sorrenson. How are you?
I'm so well. Thank you so much.
You're on The Bachelor?
Yeah, I did that one time. I kind of just say yes to everything. It happened in a really, really like confronting time in my life. I was going through a divorce and house settlement and child custody, and I got a phone call from a casting director. Hey, do you want to go on The Bachelor? And I was in the thick of it, lawyers, banks. I was like, nah, man, I'm not going anywhere. And then I hung up the phone. 20 minutes later, my lawyer calls and said, hey, he's signed all the paperwork. You're a free woman. I bought him out. So the banks, he's like signed off on everything. Like, you're good to go. I was like, what do you mean? He's like, you're free. Like, the house is yours. Like, everything's sorted. Like, he's got his money. He's happy. You can do whatever the fuck you want. And I was like, whatever I want. I called back the casting director. I was like, when do you want me? He's like, well, I need you in Melbourne in 3 days. Is that okay? I was like, I'll be there. Called my mom. I was like, hey, mom, I'm just going to go away for like a week maybe. Can you have the kids? And she's like, yeah, sweet. But it turned out it ended up on his week with the kids because we were doing 50-50 back then. And so I was away for a week, filmed the whole week, flew back. No one knew I did it. And it didn't air for like a year. So a year later, I forgot about it. I've moved on. I'm on to greener pastures. And it comes off on TV. I got booted first episode. Like, I did not make it through. I didn't even get a rose, man. I was like so bummed. I was like, hey, I've like flown down here. I put everything to the side to be here and you're going to kick me out first night? Fucking no way. So I stole the tray that the roses were on. I was like, I'm not leaving without memorabilia. So I flipped him up and said deuces and come get tattooed if you want in Queensland. And apparently, like, people wrote news articles about it the next day saying, like, best exit of Bachelor ever. It didn't get picked up for another season. It ended that season. So I'm officially on the very last season of The Bachelors, and I could be the reason why it failed. I don't know, but it was fun, and I forgot I did it, and everyone was like, the fuck? When did you do that?
Do you still have the tray?
No, they made me give it back because it was heritage listed in the building.
Oh, shit. Okay.
I did steal it. I'm outside. It's like under my dress. I'm like laughing about it, but super bummed that they kicked me out so early. I knew I wasn't going to make it very far, but the first night, I was there for a week and like we filmed for so long. And the reason I got booted first night was because one chick just didn't want to do it. She's like, you know what? Like, I know I'm going to leave tonight. I quit. I forfeit. I'm out. I don't want to be humiliated in front of the world. And I was like, don't be such a pussy. You'll be fine. Then the cunts booted me out. And I was like, so if she went home the first night, I would have made it at least to the second night. But I went home first night and I took it like a champion. And while all the girls are in the back crying, like leaving, I'm like, don't worry about it, man. It's fine. We get to go home to like our families now. And one chick lied to her boss because you had to take 6 weeks off if you were making it to the end. I already knew that. So I'd only allocated like a short amount of time because I knew I wasn't going to make it to the end. But this chick had told her boss that she was gone for 6 weeks. She was going on The Bachelor. She was a hairdresser. And he had said, yeah, look, I'll see you next week. You won't make it to the end. And she fucking got booted first episode. So she's crying, like wailing, like pissing tears. I'm like, babe, don't worry about it. Go to Bali. Just go on a fucking holiday. Like, don't worry. Don't tell him anything. So she did. She went to Bali for like 4 weeks, came back and said she had a great time on The Bachelor. And then I think she quit her job about 2 weeks later because fuck that guy. What an asshole. Oh, yeah. But yeah, it was fun.
Just no trust in someone's ability to farm love on a national television show.
Right. I mean, it's real love, obviously.
Clearly, yeah. That's one of the reasons why I wanted to get you on is you live this life of, I guess, jumping in head first.
Yeah.
You're a larger-than-life sort of character. You're very, very friendly, upbeat. Now, is that something that you've built up over time or
definitely.
have you always been that way?
Well, yes and no. Yes, absolutely. But trauma is character building. Man, I have been through some shit. But at the same time, my dad's funny. He is so funny. And my mom is larger than life. Like, she's an entertainer, dancer, singer. And my dad's just this dry old country folk that just hates everyone. So I've got like a bit of both. I've got my dad's understanding of the world and my mom's like, I love everyone. So yeah, I've been raised this way, but I am the black sheep of my family. So from a very young age, I left home and I was like, I'm going to discover the world on my own. And I tried to do it in a way that my parents didn't really know all the struggles that I had. Every time I'd go home, I'd be like, yeah, life's fucking awesome. I'm like homeless, man. I like living out of my fucking car. I've just been like broken up with. My job's taking advantage of me. So I'd go home and be like, yeah, everything's sick. Like everything's so good. And then I'd like go to my real life and be like, what the fuck? But I would never go back home. It was like a pride thing. I was like, no, I'm going to make it on my own. I'm not going home. Like, I can do this. So
That's such man shit to do. Like, it is.
Such manship.
I'm sitting there going like, you're not a woman at all.
I know. I mean, I don't feel like it. I'm cosplay woman. I do feel like a man. I have 2 kids that I raise on my own. Like, I own my own house. I own my own business. So there's no days off. There's no time to feel sorry for yourself. It's like, I do, but I just get on with it.
Yeah.
Like, I do everything scared.
Do you think that forced positivity is, like you said, a bit of a coping mechanism?
It's not a coping mechanism. I almost like gaslight myself into being happy. It's like when shit's going down around me, I'm like, it's fine.
Well, I saw you did an episode with Cooper a couple years ago.
Yeah, I love
And
Coops.
we had him on like a few weeks ago.
Yes, I saw
And
that.
one of the things he says is about shining the light on the positive or the negative.
Mm-hmm.
Some shit happens and bad stuff.
Yeah.
Like you said, like, what option do you have? It's to take it shit or take it good. And
Yeah. I mean, life's about ebbs and flows. It's not linear. You take a deep dive, but that deep dive like pivots you forward. I'm in therapy. I don't know if you know that, but 4 years I've been in therapy. Ironically, I went to therapy to save my relationship and I forced him to come with me for 6 months. It was amazing. But then he was like, I don't need this. Like, fuck therapy. And I was like, I love therapy. I'm finding out so much about myself. And so I stuck to it. And then the therapist helped me leave that relationship. And I feel like every year that I've just ticked over another year of therapy, like I've just grown as a person and understanding who I am, the decisions that I've made, why I do things the way I do things. I feel like I love my mom. I'm not going to throw her under the bus of this, but she grew up in that era where you guilted people into doing things for you. Maybe her mom did that and her mom did that and her mom did that. But I was raised on guilt trip. So everything I do in life, I feel sick. I'm like, oh, I probably shouldn't do this. Like, I don't deserve that. So I've had to rewire that mindset. Like, I just do everything with intention now. And I don't second guess it. I act first, think later. You know, I don't ask for permission. I just fucking go for it. And I stand solid on that. But all the hard times have led to the good times. And when I've literally been crying, thinking like, I fucking want to kill myself. I've been there. But there is this deep knowing inside of me that it's going to work out. Like, I don't know what it is, but I just know it's going to work out. And from past experiences, it always has. And it almost works out better. Like, when I'm so fucking low, I'm like, it's fine. Because what my therapist says, it's like a slingshot. So you're getting pulled back. You're like, okay, this is fucked. I can't handle anymore. And just when you're about to give up, when you don't give up and let go, you just fly forward and life starts happening for you and opportunities start coming. And you start vibrating on this level where everything's attracted to you. So you need those dark days to fucking push you forward. Otherwise, you wouldn't care about anything. Everything that you've earned, you would earn it on a false pretense that doesn't have integrity and it won't last. Whereas I feel like you've got the grit in it, behind it, where you know where it came from. You cherish that and you almost use it to push you further and harder. So you need the shit days to get through those good days.
On the therapy,
Yeah.
it's not traditional therapy, right? It's
No.
a more holistic
Yeah.
approach.
Yes.
What does that mean?
That's a great question. So I still don't really know, but all I know is I've done conventional therapy where you go to the GP and you get your like however many up and like discounted sessions and you sit with them and they're like, okay, hi, why are you here? What's your story? And you just watch them look at the clock the whole time and then the time's up and you're out the door and you just like, you feel violated. Just overshared my whole life to a stranger that's going to go home and tell her husband everything about me. Whereas holistic therapy, he sits with me his energy is present, and it's like a warm cuddle. It's not like, okay, what the fuck's wrong with you? Take this pill. It's like, all right, cool. Like, what happened in your childhood, and why are those triggers there? Like, our triggers are in our body to show us where we need to work on things. And then I won't be aware of it, but a trigger will come up for me and we'll address it. We'll be like, okay, so when this happens, I feel this, but why is that coming up for you? And then we will discover the root cause of that. And sometimes we'll do, he'll do like, it's not like hypnosis, but he'll take me on a journey where like I close my eyes and he'll start creating a scene and I'll go back to my childlike self. There was this one that I did when I was a baby. He made me like hug a pillow, like I was hugging myself. And it's crazy because I was a cesarean and it was a hectic birth. But I don't know, I don't fucking remember that shit. But he takes me back there and I remembered being separated from my mum. And I was distraught, like absolutely distraught. And I've had anxiety my whole childhood. And in this hypnosis state, I don't know how he got me there, but he took me there and I held my mum and I was okay. And then I came out of it and it was a sense of relief. Like I cannot explain it in the depth that I need to, but my anxiety went. So we go back to each stage of my life and significant moments that have changed me and the trajectory of my life. And he'll take me there through hypnosis and I'll heal that part. Like I'll make it okay. And then it's okay. And then I'm calmer. It's fucking crazy. It's wizardry. It's not.
Sounds like such fucking woo-woo stuff, but
I have like
I'm
so many clients that
if
go to
it
him
works,
now. Changed my life,
yeah.
man. I used to be such a weak little bitch. Like I would just sort of subject myself to these situations and be taken advantage of in every like relationships, friendships, work. And now, like I've got a bit of a backbone and I'll say no to shit and I'll be okay with that. The guilt in me in the past would be like, oh, I'm not allowed to say no. Like I need to people please everyone. Now I'm like, no, I can't. Fuck that shit. I don't want that.
What's something you wholeheartedly believed when you were 25 that would just make you cringe now thinking about it?
That I have to please everybody. That I have to dilute who I am as a human to make everyone around me more comfortable. I have worked in environments with all girls where you would think that would be really positive and great. Like you said, I'm big energy. I'm very much myself, but that would make people uncomfortable and I could feel that. And so in order to not make them feel uncomfortable, I would water myself down and I'd be quieter and I wouldn't be so vivacious and excited about life. I'd be like, yeah, this fucking sucks. Yuck. And I was miserable. And then ironically, they fucking fired me anyway. They couldn't stand me. So I changed everything about me to make other people happy. And then they ended up hating me more. So now I'm unapologetically myself. And I have now attracted another group of females that I work with. And there's no egos and everyone loves everyone. And it's like we build each other up and we just support and celebrate everyone for exactly who the fuck they are, no matter what they've done, who they are, where they've come from, what they stand for. It's just like it's okay to be who you want to be.
Like that's so refreshing to hear in a world that's sort of built around ego and like no one being genuine.
Yeah.
But to hear you say that you being authentically yourself has brought in your crowd.
Yeah.
And more people need to start doing that.
Honestly, I was miserable. When I was trying to be anything other than myself, I was so unhappy and I kind of started to hate other people. So I can understand why people are so against everyone and everything. It's because they haven't found themselves. They've got people in their lives that are making them feel shit about who they want to be. But if they just took a step back, saw the environment that they were in, realized, hang on a minute, I'm unhappy because I'm not being authentically myself. And it's a hard journey. It's painful. It can be fucking lonely. But when you do go on that journey of self-discovery, that's when you find your people because you'll find other people on the same journey. And you can see them, man. You can tell when you meet someone that's authentic, your whole body just lights up and you're attracted to them, not in a sexual way. Sometimes, but like you just want to be around them more and they're contagious and you're like, fuck, like how did you get there? I want to know how you got there and teach me so I can learn because I'm so eager to learn, man. I know nothing. I'm at the very beginning of life. I just feel I have so much to learn from everyone, the good and the bad. Like, I'll meet someone that's a proper cunt and I'll be like, shit, why? Like, why are you so mad? And you'll get to it. And it's exactly that. They're not being who they want to be. Like, maybe their dad's like, nah, you can't be like that. That's gay. And they're like, I'm super gay. I want to be all the gay. And they can't be gay because their dad's like, fuck you. But if they were just super gay, they would be so happy.
They are
just
really happy.
Yeah. Man, you just have to be who you want to be. Like, who you know to your core, like who you are supposed to be. And it's everyone else that influences you. You look at children, man. Kids are so happy. They'll say what they want and they'll do what they want. And there's this, I don't know, it's like young adolescence, young adult where people like beat into you like, nah, you can't do that. Don't be like that. Just shut up and fall in line and just don't be seen. Whereas kids are like, I'm here. I'm going to fucking break everything and have a good time. And we lose that, man. So I've actually gone back to my childlike state. And I don't want to grow up ever because that's when you die. That's when you become cynical and angry and just bitter. Like, don't grow up as a trap.
I think that's that whole like aging. You have no say in that, but growing up is completely under your control.
It's interesting because I've become wiser. I've definitely grown up. Like, I was an idiot. I probably still fucking am. But the older I've become, the more I understand and the happier I am because I've let go of the control of trying to be perfect.
And has that come all from since you did the therapy, or is this something that sort of you've been working towards before?
Look, I've always been very, it's like an echo chamber up here of thoughts and dialogue. And for years it was like, you're a piece of shit. No one likes you. You're a fuck up. Like, you're bad at everything that you do. And I always knew I wanted to go to therapy. Like, I was like, there's got to be something wrong with this. And yeah, 100%. Therapy just made me feel okay with being myself. And those thoughts creep in. And another thing that we do discuss in therapy is let them be there. They're there for a reason. Why are you having those thoughts? And then I'll digress and I'll get into it. And I'll be like, oh, I'm having these thoughts because I don't want to make a mistake. Cool. You make a mistake. What happens? You fix it. What happens then? You move on. So addressing these thoughts almost debunks them and they don't have energy anymore. They just fizzle away. It's like you have to let them be there and then you have to like almost give them like a cuddle. Just be like, hey, it's cool. Like, I know you're super sad, but fuck off. Like, be gone. Like, our feelings are meant to come in but then go. We're not meant to hold them and harbor them because that's when you get sick and shit gets hard. But just have a good thought, have it come in, let it go. Bad thought, let it come in, have it, feel it, sit with it. All right, cool, let it go. Just, yeah, therapy's changed my life. I have everything to Craig Miller, Sacred Ground. Everyone go.
Go check him out.
He does Skype, he does.
It's an interesting thing. The thoughts and feelings are like supposed to be there.
Yeah.
And some people think I'm having all these bad thoughts. They're not
Yeah.
supposed to be there.
Yeah.
But if you look at something like anxiety, which is just pretty much you heightened on your threat of
Yeah.
what might happen in the future.
Absolutely.
You are supposed to be thinking about the future and
Yeah.
you are supposed to be thinking about that
Yeah.
might go wrong, that might go wrong. So there is a baseline level of anxiety before
Yeah.
it becomes debilitating and you
Absolutely.
don't go outside.
Yeah, once it starts crippling you, then you probably got issues that
Yeah,
that
100%. So I feel like I work well under pressure. If I have too much time to do a project, I will fuck around and wait till it's due tomorrow. And then I'm so anxious that I get it done. But then you're right, anxiety can become debilitating. I read this really cool book. It was super hard to read because like I'm a bit of a fucking idiot. But Eckhart Tolle, The Power of Now. Have you read that? So basically, in layman's terms, it says when you're present, so the power of now, right fucking now, you can neither be depressed nor anxious. Because if you are depressed, that's living in the past. And if you are anxious, that's living in the future. But if you are current and you're living in the right fucking now, you can neither be depressed nor anxious. You are just as is, like you're just being.
Myself
and that helped my anxiety.
Myself and Rob will both know that quote from someone else that said that.
Yeah,
Went super viral.
I'm trying to think.
It was Conor McGregor.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, really? He stole that from Eckhart Tolle.
Everyone would say that's a Conor quote.
Is it really? Okay, well,
it's not.
it's
he stole
not.
it for
Oh,
sure.
isn't he like, I am the greatest alive, and then spits on people?
But he's big on mindset. So
Yeah.
he's consuming
Obviously.
stuff like this.
Yeah, it when you put things in perspective, when you make things make sense, you make light of it. when it's just you against you, you're like, fuck, what's wrong with me? But when you're like, hey, it's okay. I'm anxious because I have this thing coming up, which is a normal human reaction. But right now, what can I do about it? I can train, I can exercise, I take a step forward to lessen the burden of that anxiety. I don't know. My dad always used to say to me the 7 Ps. He's like, prior preparation. His version
Prevents
was
piss poor performance.
yeah, piss poor performance. And as a kid, it used to bother me. I was like, don't fucking say that to me. Like, it's offensive. Like, I'm chaos. Like, I am. And like, I'm figuring it out on the job. But as I get older, when I instill those values, my life gets so much easier. And so my anxiety has always come from not being prepared. So when you do those things, you do lessen the anxiety. But I also find the beauty of life is not planning for anything. Like, I could plan tomorrow and then it comes and my kid's got diarrhea and I'm late for work and, just shit happens. You just got to learn to like think on the job and move with it and just let go of control. Just roll with the punches. For me, that's what I do.
I live my life by that.
Yeah.
You're not so much.
Yeah, fuck you. No, like I just have those same thoughts of you're not doing it good enough. You're not doing it good enough. And if I do the preparation work, at least I know that I did put a reasonable amount of effort in and I didn't wing it.
Yeah.
So when I do my preparation, it's so I don't go, you could have done so much better, because I hate that feeling.
It's the worst feeling.
I want to do as good as I can.
Absolutely.
So,
I think if there's something that, even with me being very much like a wing it kind of bloke, if there's something that I know there's a lot riding on, or it's not just like, it won't just affect my failure.
Yeah.
I put so much effort into preparation.
Absolutely.
Where if it's only going to affect me,
Yeah. Yeah.
we'll see what happens.
I totally, that resonates with me so hard. Like, I host these big conventions around Australia for the tattoo industry. And I get up on stage and I just spit jokes and, I would do a bit of stand-up comedy. But I mentally prepare for that so hard. Like, I don't drink alcohol. I make sure I've slept. Whenever I go to a different state, everyone wants to catch up and have dinner. I'm like, no, sorry. Like, I can't. I go to work and go home. I go to work and come home because like this convention is riding on me. There's so many people in the background, like sound crew, the setup, like the just management that are all relying on me to carry this show to do a good job. And not to mention my tattoo industry that I absolutely fucking love. So I want to do the best job to make everyone proud and not make us look like a bunch of fucking idiots. So I'll plan for that so hard. But if it's just me doing anything, I just raw dog that shit.
growing up and getting responsible. I think that's what they call that.
Yeah.
I want to rewind it back to when we were talking about the authenticity.
Yes.
So being yourself, we've said it so many times on this podcast, allows you to know that the people in your life are there for the right reasons.
Absolutely.
They're not there for a version of you that is made up, right? That does mean people are going to come into your life, they're going to exit your life, and you have to go through that whole process.
Yeah.
Sometimes it is because they're a cunt, and sometimes it's just because they're not your people, and that's fine too.
Yeah.
How have you had to deal with that moving through the scenes? Like,
Yeah.
you've obviously been at bad shops, there's been relationships that come and go, and there is definitely emotions that come along with moving through that, losing people. There's a bit of grief, angry at them, angry at yourself. Has there been big moments there?
Oh, massive, monumental. Honestly, when I first started this therapy journey, I lost so many people. When I first left the father of my children, just obviously it wasn't working, wasn't healthy, I went to Europe with a girlfriend. She was just like, she helped me leave as well because she was in a similar relationship and it's like, it's not going to get better for you. And it was the hardest thing I've ever done. Leave someone that I love, hardest thing I've ever done. I love, not now, he's moved on, remarried, has a child. I loved him so hard, but leaving him, I just knew it was the right thing to do. But it was the hardest thing I've ever done. So that killed me. And I had a girlfriend say, pack your bags, we're going to Europe. So we booked a fucking trip to Greece. And I had the best time that I'd had in about 7 years. And I came back to work with all these girls and not one of them asked how my trip was. In fact, I came back to a bouquet of flowers that said, we think you're really toxic. We think it's best that you leave.
On a bouquet of flowers?
Yep, in a card. And the thing is
the
like,
most passive aggressive thing I've ever seen.
it was insane. And everyone was at work. So everyone was like waiting for me to open the card. I was late because my client's there. I'm like fucking like just packing, doing things. He's there, sitting there. And one of the girls says, "Are you going to open the card?" And I was like, "Oh, yeah, probably." I was just embarrassed. I was in front of everyone. Thought it was maybe from my client. So I've opened it and it's like, "Yeah, I think it's best that today's your last day." And I was like, the fuck? And I look around and everyone is staring at me. And it was so uncomfortable because I was finally happy and they misconstrued my happiness as toxic. And I was like, okay. So I packed my shit that day and I called my mate. I was like, "Hey, can I come finish my tattoo at your shop?" He's like, "Yeah, sweet, come over." So I was unemployed for 3 minutes. I packed my shit. And then the chick that owned the joint was like, "Can I help you? Can I help you pack your stuff?" And I was like, "No, I'm going to do 4 walks of shame, but I'll do it myself. Thank you. Thank you for having me. I appreciate everyone that's put up with me because I'm so toxic. Sorry. But I believe it's my time to leave and I will gracefully in my own time. So just go about your day and I'll do my thing." And so I packed all my shit. It did take me 4 loads. I had that much fucking shit. So I put it all in the car and I sat there before I drove to the next shop and I was like, can't cry yet. Got a full day of work to do. So drove to the next shop, sat there with my client and he was like, "Dude, that was the most uncomfortable thing that I've ever experienced." He's like, "That was disgusting." And I was like, "Yeah, it's what it is, man. It's what it is." So I lost like 12 girlfriends in like that one instance because there was about 12 of us there and I thought we were all best friends. So I thought we were having a great time. Apparently, none of them liked me. So that was a massive hit. And then when I finally bought my house back off my ex, I had a big celebration party with 2 girlfriends that didn't like each other, but they were like my 2 closest mates from different walks of life. And I kind of forced them to be friends. And for a minute they were. And then all of a sudden, one of them turned on me because I wouldn't choose which one I wanted to side with. And so I chose with the one that was least chaotic. And to be honest, I didn't even choose. I just pulled back. And the fact that I didn't choose the most chaotic one, she was like, "Fuck you." And so I lost like my best mate. So I've lost my husband, ex-husband. I've lost 12 of my closest workmates. I've lost my best friend. And then 2 weeks later, my fucking dog died. Like, I'd had this dog for 9 years and my partner hated her. She was never allowed to sleep in the bed. So I'd sneak her in every single night. And he was like, "Get out of the bed." I'm like, "I do what I want. Fuck you." And so we're finally free. It's finally just her and I, the kids, or us against the world. And then she fucking died on me, man. I was so pissed off about this. And then it was Christmas the next week. And I just sat there and I felt nothing. I hadn't cried yet. And I was like, nothing. I was like, I went and sat in the floor of the shower. I'm like, all right, it's time to cry. I couldn't cry. I was broken. I couldn't cry a single tear. And so I went to therapy again. I was like, hey, I'm a bit worried. Because all of this has happened around me and I have no reaction. Everyone is leaving me because I'm starting to value myself. I'm losing friends. I'm losing relationships. I don't know about my dog. She's going to have that one on her own. We'll talk about that later. But I was just like, I haven't cried and I'm really scared that I'm just going to have a mental breakdown. And I didn't. I just had done so much work on myself and I was so sure of my decisions that I stood fast and I handled it. But in the past, I would allow other people to tell me what to do, how I can feel, what I can say, what I can wear, like who I can be friends with. And I was an emotional wreck. Like it was a fucking turbulence of emotions. But I'm finally on my own. I'm independent and I'm just handling it. And it was weird for me. I was like, why? I'm broken. I can't cry anymore. And I just decided to get on with it. And I did. And then the people that stayed are the people that I still have in my life to this day. And they just allowed me to be who I am. And when I was fired from that job, I bounced around a couple of shops. I'm like, I'm not going to commit to anyone. Like, fuck everyone. Like, I'm just going to do me. And I bounced around. I landed in this shop that I'm in today. And it was the first time I've ever felt like I'm allowed to be myself. I remember day one, I went in there. I'm like, hey, I'm a bit much. You're probably going to hate me in like a couple of weeks. I'm really sorry. I'm going to try to tone it down as much as I can. And her name is Steph. She's like, why would I want you to do that? Like, I love having you around. The days that you're not in, I'm bummed. She's like, you bring this energy and you make us all motivated to work harder. Like, be you, man. In fact, double down. And I was like, really? Are you sure? And then I fucking did. Like, I started doing all these stupid videos on Instagram and she would film them for me. She was behind the camera like, yeah, that's sick, do that. So all those dumb videos that I do, Steph is my hype girl in the background filming that. So she created an environment where I felt safe. She gave me a friendship where I felt safe. And to this day, she's still my biggest, calmest hype girl. We're polar opposites. She's like so calm. I'm chaos. But we just work. Like she brings me down and I bring her up, and that we allow each other to be ourselves. And I finally feel safe.
Just yin and yang.
Yeah. Yeah, but I've never felt that before. Not in relationships, not in friendships. So this is all new for me. And it's a bit scary because I'm just waiting for the cracks to show, but they haven't, man. It's real. It's authentic.
That's that whole.
It's authentic.
With what you just said, like I'm waiting for the cracks to show, and that's what everyone has. That thought in the back of their head.
That's that like I'm not good enough that I have to override.
There might not be any cracks that show.
There's not.
What if that's just?
She's beautiful.
This is it now.
She loves me. Like it's really fucking cool,
No
man.
cracks. It's just all goods.
I feel like this is therapy right now. Thank you.
Yeah.
I want to hug you. That's so nice.
Well,
Yeah.
I was talking to some people on this event I went to on the weekend. She was a psychologist. And I can't remember the name of the theory or whatever, but it was about frictionless relationships. And a lot of people say, you know, couples fight. That's what happens.
Yeah.
And yeah, they do. Look, but as people get that higher EQ, they got the emotional intelligence and better communication skills. When those two people come together and it is right, there really shouldn't be too much friction in terms of like heated friction.
You're totally right.
Right? So,
Yeah.
you know, in a position you are now,
Yeah.
you find the yin and yang situation in any relationship.
Yeah.
If that person can meet you where you are,
Yeah.
it should be a lot less frictionless because the skill set's so much higher.
That's so true.
And yeah, this is psychological stuff.
So beautiful too. Like I want to attract all of that. I'm currently single and I have remained single because I am terrified of that friction, because I am on this journey of I just want to know more about psychology and why we are the way that we are. And I haven't met that in a counterpart. Like I would love to, I'm scared. I don't know why I'm scared. It would be fucking beautiful and magical, but I've only really known friction and I don't know if I attract that. I love everyone. And I think that's my biggest default is sometimes I'm a bit of a bad judge of character because they'll come in the front door and they'll be like, hey, I'm such a good person. You're like, fuck yeah. And then within like 3 months, they're a different person.
Hot tip, if someone's coming in saying that they're a good person,
That's a red flag.
probably a red flag.
Okay.
Not a
thank
good
you.
person.
Yeah.
And it also goes the other way. I find myself being overly skeptical because of times I've been burnt.
Yeah.
So I treat good people, not bad, but with too much caution.
Okay.
So I don't open myself up to all the opportunities maybe because I'm like, fuck, I don't want that to happen again.
I think I do that.
Yeah.
I think that's a thing that I do. I have to work through this on therapy. You know what? I have been working on that for like 4 years and I haven't figured it out yet. But like I can, like anyone that I want to be friends with, that's so easy. But that someone in like taking care of your heart, like a lover, like that's so scary to me.
Love hurts.
It does.
Love is trusting someone
Hmm.
to smash your heart into a million pieces and trusting that they won't.
I still hate that.
I love that.
I don't like it at all.
Because like you have to be open to that to experience the other side.
No, but then
Yeah.
you're putting negativity out in the world knowing that like that's a possibility. Like I get that it is a possibility.
It's showing vulnerability.
I don't like that word either.
He hates the V word.
Like I'm all about openness. and
Are you
being
in a
like,
loving, beautiful relationship?
I am.
You had to be vulnerable at one stage before you entered that, right?
No, probably not.
No, you just went in it,
I'm
no
like,
caution,
I'm
and just
Just
rolled
got her
on.
pregnant this
Just-
week.
Yeah.
You know what?
I
You
just
are
didn't- I
that
didn't clean the
1% that does find an amazing counterpart and then you build an empire together. You're very rare. Like I have friends from high school that are with their high school sweethearts and they have amazing businesses, amazing families. They're just rock solid. But then there's the rest of us.
I'm in the same boat as you. And like I went through the whole marriage, divorce, all that sort of stuff. I am like got a new partner now. We've been together about 1.5 years and she's also had the same journey.
Yeah.
So there's not as much of that oh, exciting, like we have to get married and we have to do this and we have to do this. And there's a lot more understanding of just the shit humans go through.
Yeah, that's so beautiful.
So yeah, it is a lot less frictionless.
I love that.
So it happens.
Yeah.
Kids cause friction.
Yeah.
Well,
Yes.
hot
Kids
tip.
cause friction.
She's already got some. Don't have more.
I do. And you know what? I have decided that. Like, my kids are at such a beautiful age and they're so capable and they're so intelligent, and I don't want to go through that newborn phase again. That's scary, man. Like, it's fucking hard. It's terrifying. And then toddlers, they just want to eat cockroaches and stick their finger in PowerPoints. And it's just constant stress. Whereas now they can dress themselves, feed themselves. It's like a pressure off. I don't want to reset that again.
Well, let's change gears and go into the parenting chat.
Let's go.
'Cause I think that's a good one to
Okay.
talk about for you.
Not me.
For you.
You got dogs.
Yeah, same thing.
You're a dog dad. You're good.
Yeah, but obviously you've gone through the co-parenting thing
Yeah.
to now, like, majority of the time you're looking after them.
Yeah.
Had to deal with, we talked off air about raising boys as a mom.
Yeah.
How's that been?
Well, it's crazy because I grew up with only brothers, and I grew up in the country where there are only boys. And I thought, when I'm going to be a mum, I will have only girls. Like, I saved all my Barbie dolls. I was ready for it. Found out both pregnancies, boys. I knew I was only going to have 2. So I cried for like 3 weeks. I was like, I don't know what to do with boys. Like, I don't know. And now I have boys. I wouldn't know what to do with a girl. We have so much fun. Like, they're just so, what do I say? Like, forgiving, like, they're not rigid. They're so flexible, and we can just do anything. Just chuck a couple of bikes in the back and we'll go push bike riding all day. And they're happy. It's so easy. It's not what I thought it would be. And I don't know, I love being a parent. It's the only thing that I know I'm doing right. But still kind of like, I could be fucking this up. I don't know. But everything else in life I do scared. But with parenting, I'm so sure of it. Like, my kids are so well-rounded and so intelligent that we can now have conversations and understand each other on a level where we make sense of everything. That is really fucking cool for me. Because when I was younger, I was told I wouldn't have kids. There was like some like medical stuff, and 15, I was told wouldn't have kids. My dad cried, my mom cried. So then at 25, when I find out I'm pregnant to a stranger, I was like, fuck, what's your middle name? Pregnant. Called my dad. I was like, oh, Dad, I'm pregnant. He's crying. And then he says, I'm so proud of you. I was like, shit, if I hadn't known you'd be that proud, I got pregnant years ago. So when I found I was pregnant, I was not qualified for the job. I had literally been spending my entire life traveling different state, different country every month. Like, I couldn't find matching socks. Didn't know where my car keys were half the time. Now I'm pregnant. There's life inside me. I'm in charge of a child. So I walked around the lake in Palm Beach 8 times crying, just sobbing, like, what the fuck am I going to do? And by like the 8th lap, there's a few people that are like, are you all right? Like, blink twice if you're not okay. And I was like, I'm fine, man. I'll sort it out. But by the 8th lap, I was like, all right, I've got this. Let's fucking go. So I went through and we had the beautiful baby, my oldest son, Maddox, and it was love at first sight. And immediately I just wanted to take care of this beautiful, fragile, ugly thing. Like, babies are so ugly. I was like, oh, put it back. But I just like knew that this was me now. And I was so happy that this is a new adventure. Like, I was kind of tired, man. I was like burnt out of all the dumb shit I was doing, that it got old and it got boring. So adulthood, becoming a parent, was the next step. And I was excited again. I was like, all right, let's fucking go. And every day since has been more exciting. They just constantly evolve. There's like the baby phase and the toddler phase and then the young adult, and every stage is fun and beautiful, and I fucking love it.
I get like those like weird butterfly things anytime someone says about like the first time that like you see your baby.
Yeah.
It's like, oh yeah, I get hinged. Like, that's like one of the only times that like I get hit in the feels.
Yeah. It's
It's
so
just-
crazy,
yeah,
right?
it's
You're
like the
like, this
sickest
is
thing
mine.
ever.
I am in charge of this.
And it's literally like a flick of not all the time. It's not like a flick of the switch. Like, we've spoken about like my differences between like my first and my second that I had, but like with Hemi, my eldest, it like the first time, because I did the skin to skin because it was a C-section,
Yeah, okay.
and that feeling of like
That's so
him
beautiful.
getting his breaths with skin to skin, it was just like, oh, They're like, oh no,
That's
it
so
makes me feel all warm and fuzzy
I
inside.
love that. Well, this is no discredit to you. For women, we know that there is a human inside of us from like the 9 months. We're learning. We're growing eyeballs, arms, and legs. Like we're very attached. I think for the father, you're not really that attached until physically holding that beautiful little baby angel. So I can understand that feeling would be like day and night. It's like, hey, I'm a free man. And then you're like, holy shit, I'm now a dad.
Yep.
My life has just changed. We have a slow progression as women. Like we're getting our ducks in a row. We're sorting it out. We're like, fuck, I'm fat and sassy. And oh my God, I hate everything about life. And the baby comes out. You're like, oh, this is what I've done it for. Whereas I think for the men, it's like, holy shit, I actually made a baby.
Yeah,
It's crazy. There's a little me right there.
Mm.
And now I'm responsible.
And then like you feel like, so what we were sort of saying before with the two different situations. So I had that feeling with Hemi, like my eldest,
Yeah.
but then when B came along, wasn't that instant
Yeah.
where, and I know like it'd be interesting to speak to you about this from a woman's perspective because you grow the baby and like you've got that connection. There's been a few blokes that we've spoken with that feel what I felt.
Yep.
I had to build that connection with my daughter then because it wasn't like a flick of the switch. Okay, yeah, I'm so in love with this child. Like I loved her. She's my baby girl. But it took time to build that connection.
I experienced that.
You did?
Yeah, absolutely. I knew I wanted more than one, less than 4 kids. So we had friends that had tried for years after their first and couldn't fall pregnant. So Maddox was 9 months old and obviously he was unplanned, but now I know I can fall pregnant. I was like, well, I might not be able to have another one. So let's start trying. At that stage, I'd figured out his middle name and we'd built a relationship. We'd moved in together. So I stopped breastfeeding because I learned that when you stop breastfeeding, you can fall pregnant. So I stopped breastfeeding, too much information, but got my period the next day, missed my next period. I was immediately pregnant. And so I cried. I felt so guilty that I've taken, because when I'm pregnant, I'm so tired, man. I am exhausted. I'm the worst version of myself when I'm growing a human. Like I'm moody, I'm tired, I'm like a monster. And so I knew being pregnant again that I would be taking away from Maddox the energy that he needs for me to be the best mom I can be. So I had a little bit of resentment while I was pregnant and that filtered out into our relationship. And that's when it started to get really bad. I think we couldn't communicate. So I was upset and he was upset and then we started fighting heaps and then sometimes we got physical and it wasn't great. It was a shit. And then he started drinking and I just felt a massive disconnect there. So then I resented the pregnancy because I was like, well, this is your fault. Now I hate my partner and he hates me and Maddox is growing up and he hasn't got the best of me. And so when Parker was born, I did feel not the same as Maddox. Like Maddox, we were so excited, we were so connected, we did it together. When I had Parker, my ex was sucking on the gas the whole time. He couldn't be more vacant. He was in another room. I'm in the bath by myself giving birth. And when I'm about to pull Parker out, then he comes in and he holds me and they get the photos and it looks really cute because he's there. And then as soon as he was born, he got back on the gas and they can't discharge you for like 6 hours or you stay there a couple of days. He said, can we go now? Like I just gave birth, Parker's on me and he said, can we leave? Like I want to go home now. And I was like, well, shit, I haven't even passed the placenta. I might bleed out and die. Like, can we just hang out a couple of hours? And the midwife was like, no, you can't leave for at least 6 hours. He got us discharged within 3 hours. We were back home. My mom was at home with my oldest and I had to pretend that I was like really happy. I was like, yeah, I was just like so confident that I wanted to come home sooner. But it's because he wanted to come home and smoke weed. He just couldn't wait to get out of there. And then I was so detached. I was so dead inside. And I was really hurting. It was like really hard time for me. I didn't get like the baby blues. It was just like, I was just dead inside. And
That's
I did.
kind of the definition of the baby blues.
I think it was.
Just so you know.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. All right. I was really upset with myself for not being happy and not having that same relationship with my second as I did with Maddox. And I felt a lot of guilt. I felt so guilty for so long because then my ex had an elective shoulder reconstruction surgery when I was 3 months postpartum. he didn't need it. He just wanted to go surfing and his arm kept falling out. So he thought, if I have this surgery, I can surf again. So 3 months postpartum, I've got a newborn baby. I was forced to go back to work full time. So he could get a shoulder reconstruction, have 6 months off work. And so he would bring Parker to me at lunchtime and I'd breastfeed on my lunch break and then I'd go back to work. And so there was a detachment from the beginning. Like I didn't have a very close relationship with Parker until I decided to take back my life. When I was like, you know what? Like, fuck you. Like, you're so selfish. Like, how dare you make me go back to work at 3 months? Like, you fucking go back to work. 2 years later, mind you, he didn't go back to work for 2 years. So it was a long time. Like, Parker and I didn't really bond. He was really close with his dad, and that made me really upset because he was a stay-at-home dad while I was a forced go-to-work mum. So I had that was a real dark place. This is the dark places that get me to the high places. That fucking hurt. I didn't have a connection with him like at all. And it wasn't until I just said, fuck off. Like, I'm so done with you. Like, you need to leave. And like, he was starting to become a bit of a menace in the kids' life. So it was the kids that made me like stand up as a woman and as a mother. And like the second he was out of our fucking lives, it's like I went overtime and I fucking have the best relationship with my kids now because I feel so guilty that I missed that time. So I almost overcompensated for it and I just stripped it back to basics and we just isolated and we just rebuilt our relationships from the ground up. And now we have so much trust and yeah, I think they trust me. They love me. So they don't actually, I hate oversharing because he'll probably hear this and be super mad, but they don't want to go spend time there. So they want to spend time with me. Like they feel safe with me. They have they have a safe home, a safe place. I will always hear them out no matter what they've done. Like I will always hear them out. I will always reason with them. And I think because of the fucking shit start that we had, we now have this beautiful life together. So we had to go through those trials and tribulations to overcome them to now be bonded better than ever. And it's like I can pick up on their moods just by being around them. I'll pick up Maddox from school and be like, hey, what happened today, man? And he's like, oh, I got bullied today. I'm like, fuck, that sucks. What's going on? And I always teach the kids, because their dad is so the way he does things the way he does based on, I don't know, his past traumas. And so I'll tell the children, like, hurt people. So the kids coming for you at school, they're not doing it because you're less than. It's because they're lacking something at home. You know, like maybe their dad beats them or their mum's like horrible. And so they are so empathetic and they're so emotionally aware. My son Maddox now comes home and he's like, oh, there's this kid at school that's like hitting other kids. And I just went up to him and I sat with him and I just asked if he was okay. And he said, no, I don't have any lunch. So my son Maddox like gave him his lunch that day. And I just cried. And then for a couple of weeks, I gave him 2 lunches so he could sit with this kid and feed him. And then we got a letter back from, I think, the tuck shop or the school. And it was like, you can't do this, but like, thank you. So I don't know what came of that, but it was just that's who my kids are now because we're so connected and we talk and I don't lessen their problems. I sit with them and like feelings and emotions, we don't want to get rid of them. We sit with them. Why they're here. They're here for a reason. Let's acknowledge them and let's like let them go. Let's learn from it and let's grow. So yeah, like life's been shit at times, but now it's really fucking good. Like I'm so happy and content and independent. Like I am single and I'm alone, but I've never felt more alone than when I was in that relationship. I was constantly just put down and berated and made to feel like a fuckwit that I felt alone. So I was raising these kids alone anyway. He was a stay-at-home dad that didn't take care of the kids. So I had them in childcare. So I was paying for childcare and paying my mortgage and rates and electricity. And I was like, fuck, I can do this on my own. Like he would tell me I couldn't. Like no one's going to love you. You're a sock. Some other cunt's kids. Like no one's going to want me. And I believed that for the longest of time. I was like, fuck yeah, you're right. No one's going to want me. May as well stick it out here. But then therapy, man. Therapy just helped me rewrite that narrative. And
yeah, I wanted to ask, was the therapy the catalyst that made you want to make the change? Because
Absolutely.
obviously we go down these roads and like you obviously were thrust into it pretty quick with the getting pregnant thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, sometimes we'll find people that are dealing with terrible shit and they put that on other people.
Yeah.
It's not great for you. It's not great for them.
Yeah.
But then once you're so far down this road, it can be really, really hard. Like that was the hardest thing I did in my life was my divorce.
Yeah.
The hardest thing.
I'm
So-
sorry, but I'm happy for you because I know that what it's like. Yeah.
Yeah. So was therapy that catalyst for you?
Oh, absolutely. So I'll be honest. For the first 6 months of therapy, I lied. I went to therapy and I lied about everything. I basically said that I'm the problem. I want to work on me, like help me get better so he'll love me more. And I did. I changed everything about me. Everything that he said to do, I would do. And it still wasn't enough. Like he still hated me. He hated everything that I did. And then obviously he was like, oh, no, I'm not really getting out of therapy. I won't go anymore. Because I said, hey, I would pay for the therapy. And I said, hey, would you mind chipping in? Like, can you pay for the next one? And then the second I said, can you pay for it? He didn't want to go anymore. And he would tell me that I was crazy every day. So I was like, look, I'm pretty crazy. And I wasn't really allowed out of the house. So I could only do like go to work or grocery shopping. Other than that, I had to be at home. So I was like, fuck, it's an hour I'm allowed out of the house. So I was like, hey, I'm pretty crazy. Would you mind if I went to therapy just so I can get better for you? And he'd be like, yeah, you're fucking crazy. You should definitely go. So I was like, sweet. I've got an hour free like every 3 weeks. So I can leave the house. And the first session that I went to without him, I was like, look, listen, it's fucked. Everything's bad. Everything is so bad. Like nothing is what it seems. And then from that session, he created a strategy, like an exit plan. So I had that best friend that I no longer talk to. My therapist had on speed dial. We had the police ready to go, and we had I had to leave. Like he wouldn't leave. So he's like, all right, so we're going to leave. You're going to do this. You're going to do that. You're going to do this. So I booked an Airbnb for 3 months. I left my home that I was paying the mortgage at to live in an Airbnb for 3 months while he lived there for free. And at the end of the 3 months, my girlfriend's like, this isn't it. Like you got to go back home. And I was like, oh fuck, but he's there. So with my therapist's help, like you have to make them feel like they're winning, and that you have to almost reverse psychology them. So I went home and I gave him an ultimatum. I was like, hey, look, like because he had girlfriends, like he had chicks in my fucking bed. He was sleeping in my bed using my charger while I'm living in an Airbnb with my fucking children, like not knowing what tomorrow's going to bring. And he's living his best life, taking them out for like seafood dinners and shit while I'm paying the fucking mortgage. So my girlfriend's like, nah, he's got to go. And he was scared of her. He was terrified of her. So I've got her and she's like, you need to pack your shit and fucking leave. She's buying you out. And I'm like, yeah, I'm going to buy you out. Like I was scared. I didn't say anything. She said it all for me. And because he was so embarrassed of ever being caught out for being a dickhead, he was like, all right, well, I'm going to need half an hour. So we left for half an hour. We come back and he'd moved all his shit out. And then I was free. And then we made it his idea that he can go live a better life without me. He's probably not, but but yeah, it was a turbulent time. But now he's moved on. He's got another kid and a woman, and ironically, she's a therapist. So
Great. Well, see, the thing is, he might actually have got his shit together.
yeah, look,
Like,
I
you never
want that
know.
for him. I genuinely do. Like, I want him to be happy. The kids do need that masculine father figure. I want him to be the best person that he can be for my kids. There is so much good in him, but he self-sabotages.
Yeah,
That's
and
that shit.
We've had a lot of guys on this couch that'll sit there and hands up and say, "Look, there was times in my life where I was not so great."
Yeah.
We've all been there.
Look, when you're with someone like that as well, like I wasn't my best self. Like evil brings out evil. We both like would fight each other. He would bring out the worst in me. And I hated that. I was like, I'm not the best mum that I can be because I'm fucking fighting you every day.
Yeah.
So yeah, you've got to be accountable for your shit.
Yeah, but you have to make the fix.
Yeah. And that was hard because I didn't know I could do that. I had a lot of help, therapy.
You did it before someone else, so
Yeah.
yeah. Hopefully he can go ahead and make those changes.
Yeah,
at some
look,
point.
he like we have a bit more of a relationship now, and the kids are seeing him a bit more, and I can tell that he genuinely wants to change and be a good person. That's all I've ever wanted, you know? Like I don't have any feelings there. I actually get along really well with his wife. Like they separated for a bit and she came to me and I helped her through some stuff, and I said, call me if you ever need me. In the beginning she hated me. I was like, save my number, bitch, you're gonna need it. Anyway, she called me at 3 a.m. and I fucking helped her out, And from that moment forward, we had a really good relationship because she knew that I wasn't the bad guy. She's like, oh shit, you've been through it. You understand. So we band together last year for the kids. Like we made sure the kids stayed together because they love their little brother, love him. And they were so butthurt when their dad was being a dickhead. But yeah, he's cleaned his act up and he's trying again. And that's all we can ever hope for. We do want that. We want the best for him because when he's good, he's great. He's such a good person. And he can fish, he can skate, he can motorbike ride. Like he's a great fucking influence. But then he just, you know, the little voices, self-sabotage, and
That's very managed.
you need to override that.
So,
Yeah, look, like guys are fucking idiots. Like we don't figure that self-development and like working on yourself out as fast as women do.
Yeah.
Like where you've gone through this journey, you're like, yep, I'm going to do this. This is for me. Like I've only just sort of, when we first started kicking off this, was like, I don't want to be a fucking liar. So I'm like, I'm going to do this work on myself.
Yeah.
How old was I when we kicked off this? 33?
yeah.
Yeah. So like,
But hey, you're doing it.
33, 34. But it took up until that point having something like this for me to go, oh, I don't want to be a hypocrite. I'm going to do this work too.
Well, good on you.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, that's a really good point. Yeah, everyone needs that like pivotal moment in their life where it changes the trajectory of their life. They're like, hey, I want different. I want more. I want better. And sometimes it takes losing your family twice over where you're like, you know what? Pfft, I always aren't working. Or you got to be held accountable because this is you know what's really funny that you say that? I've only ever done Instagram stories because I know they expire within 24 hours. Last year, I made a commitment to myself and I said, I'm going to start posting. So I'm accountable and I can't take back the shit that I've said and I have to honor my word and I can't go back on it. And I've started doing that. And shit's kicking off again. Like it's always been moving, but just recently I've put stuff up that I'm like, oh, I'm a bit scared. Like a lot of people are going to hate this. And then I do it anyway. And I have to double down and be like, yeah, that's who I am. I did that. I believe in this. This is who I am. Come at me, dog.
I started doing that and I said that same thing. I'm like, I'm going to do this.
Yeah.
I got like 3 days in and I was like, it's a lot of fucking effort.
No, you got to keep going. You got to push through that threshold because on the other side of that is fucking victory, man. Just when it's getting a bit tough, it's getting a bit hard, keep going.
Let's talk about you posting in your socials and that because you do like to kick the hornet's nest a little bit. You like to rock the boat.
Do you know what? I post like no one's watching. I don't care. I do care. I genuinely think no one follows me. I say and do the shit that I say and do because that's what I say and do every day.
Just authentic.
Yeah. So I don't think anyone's watching. So when people have their bees in their bonnets and they're all mad at me, I'm like, oh, I know she saw that. Whoops.
We post because we know people are watching.
See,
we intentionally.
Yeah, well, it's different. Like you have a platform where you're trying to educate the masses on, being great people. I'm here, there, and everywhere. I'm tattooing, I'm posting.
We have 2 platforms. So one's to educate and one's to rock the boat.
It's to get the attention so we can educate.
Interesting.
And you got to kick that hornet's nest a little bit to get some attention.
Well, it's funny you say that because I found my people by kicking that hornet nest. There's people that are like, fuck yeah, kick it harder. Let's go. Let's kick it together.
I'm about it.
Yeah, let's go. Yeah.
Treat it like a piñata. Because if you keep hitting it, lollies
Get the
coming out.
lollies, man. Yeah. All your favorite flavors. So true. Yeah, I posted it on Australia Day. That one got a bit of anguish. Threads. Didn't know about Threads. I did not realize everything that I posted on Instagram went to Threads. I saw it. It would come up every now and then. I'm like, nah, fuck Threads. I didn't even have the app, so I didn't know what it was. And then I'd posted just me holding a flag. And I was so excited, man. I was dressed in all Aussie, everything. I fucking love my country, man. I'm from the country. So I was raised by like a real Australian Aussie bloke and my pop and everyone in my family, just true blue Aussies. So I'm doubling down. Like I'm not ashamed to be proud of who I am and where I come from and just all the values that have been instilled in me from a child. So I was like, okay, fuck it. I'm putting it as a post. I'm not going to let it expire because I'm proud. Holy mother of Teresa. There were about 800 comments on Threads calling me a racist. disgusting, how shameful, like you shouldn't be allowed to live. Like people were like trying to kill me. Like I deleted the app immediately. I had to download the app to log in to delete it. And then Facebook as well. Facebook people are very opinionated. I feel like my Instagram, everyone's kind of like down for the ride. But Facebook, they were still like up in arms, like, fuck this bitch.
Have you got TikTok?
No, what?
Don't do it.
No. Do you know what? I went on TikTok live once when I first got it, and I had 59 people tell me within 30 seconds that my eyelashes are fucked. So I deleted it.
TikTok is literally the worst platform.
It's so mean.
Because people can hide everything. Like we find Facebook.
Yeah.
Because it's like real profiles. Mm-hmm. People are.
You can hold them accountable. You just like hunt them down and you're like, what?
They'll still have strong opinions.
Yes.
But on TikTok, they're just like saying mean shit.
Yeah.
Like they go after my eyebrows too. So there might be
Really?
a facial hair situation.
Maddie used to have a mustache, so
Oh,
it
it's
looked
all
like he
through
had
mustache.
mustaches.
So rude, man.
Looked like I
Mustaches
had
are
3
fine.
mustaches going there.
It was great chat though.
What is with that?
I got the shit shamed out of me
Yep.
on a body positivity page for women.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's See, a lot of
Because you're
women
not a
come.
woman, though.
People come for me on Facebook about my lips, about my lip filler. They're like, oh, we can't hear what she's saying. She has so much filler. And then TikTok was like, oh, we can't see her through those fucking eyelashes. But Instagram's like, let's go. Let's fucking go. It's a lot more progressive. But still, yeah, people come for me for my lip fillers. I'm like, I don't even fucking care. That was a choice. I did that by
Well,
choice.
now you're pro-Australian. They're coming at you for your core beliefs.
Yeah,
So,
right?
There you go.
Right, imagine
How
that.
dare you love your
How
country?
dare you?
Yeah.
You know what? But if I was a fucking kiddie fiddler and I was in politics, I'd be like, no one would care.
Pay rise.
Pay a rise.
Oh, they just brush that. under
Make
the
that
rug.
shit make sense. Here I am, a good person trying to do good things and bring people together as a community, and now I'm being torn apart. And then there's dickheads embezzling $15 billion hairs in cocaine and hookers, and they're like, "Oh, stop it! No, we didn't do that, and that never happened." Oh. Do you know what, man? My tax bill, fucking hell. There was a big tax bill I got the year I bought the house out. And I had to pay it off because there's no way I could hit that lump sum. And so I missed out on so much that next year, like taking the kids on holidays and just doing shit because I had this tax debt. Now I'm finding out that these cunts are literally blowing it up their nose and up like strippers' buttholes. I've missed out on time with my family, working double time, trying to pay off this tax bill that you are just like mad. I'm so mad. I don't think Australia's mad enough. Don't be mad at me for holding a fucking flag. Be mad at these cunts that are wasting our money, spending $45 million on foreign aid. We have homeless people here. Fucking send it to our homeless aid. Help us with our housing problem. Like the cost of living. It cost me $400 for a week's of groceries, and that was the basics. $400.
Go to Aldi. It'll only cost you $3.70.
But I have to pack it myself.
Yeah.
It's so fun, dude. I take that as a challenge because they like you to put it in the trolley and then put it in your bags. I'm like, when they're firing it at me, I'm like, got the bag ready. I'm like, tong, 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 and I walk away.
We got this bloke, and I've tried racing him so many times.
Yeah.
He's
too good?
He's a gun. Yeah.
He's a gun?
I've stopped trying to put it in the basket. I just go, fuck it, just throw it all in the trolley. I'll sort it out on the bench.
Nah, I will not be defeated. I'm heavyweight champion.
We'll set it up. We'll get a live stream going.
We should do that. We'll go
Have
to
an Aldi
Aldi. We'll
race.
do a packing race.
Yep. Oh, fuck.
I'm ready. I'm so ready.
I
I'm so
always have
excited.
to do the packing.
I just
As
don't
soon
like
as
being
we
told
do
what
it.
to do. If you tell me to pack my own bags over there, pack it right fucking here right now. I'm going to save half the time. Let's go.
You just stand there. So take your time. Just do it anyway.
Do it. Oh, yeah, true.
Yeah.
What are they going to do?
They can't do anything.
I've never really thought about it like that. That's free will. I love that.
But then would you do that though because of
No,
your
I
dental
don't
fleet
like,
and stuff?
Yeah,
You'd
I
be
don't
like,
like
oh, I don't want to slow
I'm
people
so
down.
sorry. You guys probably want to come through right now, don't you? I'm holding everyone up. Yeah, no, I wouldn't do that. That's why I go fast because I don't want to hold up the line and I don't want to like do it over there. So I'm like, the
Maybe that's-
anxiety makes me work harder. I'm under pressure. I'm performing
Do you
better.
do that when you're ordering food? Those people
Yes.
that stand in line
panic order every
and they
time.
take like, I'm like, how is it actually possible
Oh, man,
to
I
take
literally-
5 minutes? To
I order
a-
shit I don't want and I get it. And I'm like, well, I made this decision. I have to double down now.
I'm the
'Cause I
worst
panic.
at that in a drive-through. Like if I'm going through, I know what I'm getting,
Yeah.
and I'll be like, "Yep, what do you want, kids?"
Yeah.
And I'll sort that, and then it'll get to the missus. I'm like, "What do you want?" She's like, "Oh," and I'm like,
Yeah. Come on. Come on.
"Oh my god!" Oh. I'm like, "This is killing me inside."
Ordering a
I'm
burger is a
melting.
45-second transaction. I don't understand why anyone is like
I don't put myself in those situations unless I know exactly what I want. Yeah, because I can't handle the pressure. It's too much. I panic.
Maybe that's something like, you know how Ned Brockman does his uncomfortable challenge? Maybe you need to do that when you go
Do you
to
know
Aldi,
what?
and
It's
you
like-
just slowly pack your trolley.
Yeah.
And have the eyes on you and just, this is me.
It's what is it? Exposure therapy.
Yep.
When you do what what you're scared of, like that. Oh my god, I feel sick thinking about it.
That's good.
Yeah.
Like that feeling.
Yeah, but when you
is-
break through that threshold, you're just like confident, and you're like, I can do anything.
I love that feeling. That's that feeling that I got like for the boxing match.
Yeah.
Except I like got it too early. Like I hyped myself
peaked
up
too
way
soon?
too much. Yeah.
Oh damn.
And then
Do you get it at traffic lights or like driving?
No,
so-
I get it doing sketchy stuff.
Okay.
Like
I don't
it's
like
stuff
people
that I
waiting
know I'm gonna
behind
get
me.
hurt.
I'll let them overtake because I'm like, I'm sorry, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
That's not a woman thing to do. I've never come up at a set of lights.
Yeah.
And you look across, and if it's like a girl beside you,
Yeah.
they always race.
Really?
Always. No.
No.
Yeah.
I
Yep.
just
Maybe it's like a Bray Park thing. It's just the girls. in
But
Bray Park
I
just
literally
wanna
turn my
race.
music down to come up to the traffic lights because I don't want people to hear what I'm listening to. Because it's usually like corn or something, like someone screaming at me or like
Be unapologetic.
it's so uncomfortable thinking about it. Like the music is so loud at the traffic light. I can't do that. I gotta turn it down. Why? I gotta bring
Corn's
this up
not
in
even
therapy.
bad. Like, what if it was like Miley or something like that?
True.
Like, that's worse.
Yeah. Well, it's just anything loud. Ugh. I'm gonna do it on the drive home from here. I'm gonna like not turn my music down at the traffic
windows
light.
down.
Windows down.
Oh, that's too far, man. That's too
Baby steps. Baby steps.
baby steps, baby steps. That will be the next counterpart. But right now, it's just not turning it down. You know what? I'll like call you, be like, I had the windows down and everything.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck you, bitches.
maybe. Let's not go flipping off public.
Well, no, that's the song, man. That was probably the song. That was just me acting it out because I'm rapping.
Yeah, you walk around. Better bloke told me to do this.
I'll like tag you in it.
Yeah.
And then you're accountable and they're like, oh, what are they preaching over there?
It's exposure therapy. That's fully scientifically backed. She's allowed to
He
do
told me to
that.
box people at the traffic lights too. That's what I got out of it. Guys coming to clean my windscreen wiper. Why you that for, man? I didn't say I wanted that.
As long as you film it.
Yeah.
And don't post it to your story. That's
Just
gotta
put
go
it,
up on your
like,
reel.
own that shit.
Straight on the feed.
Straight real.
Look, on that note,
Yeah.
Dad, we are out of time.
Amazing.
So I'm glad that everyone tuned in to us as you talk about tattoos because we did none of that.
Oh,
But
yeah.
I'm sure you've spoken about that.
Yeah, that's all over my Instagram page. This is a different side of me that no one gets. So actually, my clients get this side of me.
That's actually why you came on to talk about the therapist side of being a tattoo artist.
Absolutely. I love it. So I bring it in. So just come and get tattooed if you want the therapy side of tattooing.
Yeah. And we'll have to run it back and do another episode where we can talk about that side of things.
How about I tattoo you while we do it?
Let's
I'm so
get
down
better
for that.
bloke tattoos.
Wait, I'll do it. That could be fun. We could do
Yeah.
an episode where I tattoo you and we have a therapy session and I break down how, not cry. I do that now. I cry now. And my first time I cried, I celebrated. I was so happy because I was like, I'm not broken. Now I cry all the fucking time and I love it.
That's good. Let
I
it
cry
out.
smiling.
You
I
cry
pissed tears.
smiling.
Yeah, because when you don't cry for so long, you feel broken. When you cry again, you're like,
Yeah, how broken are you?
I love crying.
I don't like that feeling.
I feel better once I've cried. I just feel like if I'm so angry or like upset and if I've just cried, it's like I've just released it and I'm like, sweet.
I like that angry feeling. I've spoken about that as well, that like anger is a powerful feeling.
It is. It
And
absolutely
men
is.
feel more comfortable in
For
anger.
years, I dismissed my anger. I like it's very unfeminine for you to be angry. And now I've learnt that anger is a very powerful emotion that gets shit done. If anger is showing up in your body, it's because you've abandoned a boundary. Someone has overstepped a boundary and you're angry. And why did you let that happen? Like dive into that. So anger is a fucking very powerful tool that we need to explore more of.
But you shouldn't hold on to it because it's not good for you.
And
Yeah.
if you want to know about it, you can go to betterblokeproject.org where I actually have a page all about anger and what it means,
Beautiful.
as well as other emotions in the Better Bloke Blueprint.
There's also a donate button there too.
Yeah, so hit that. Also leave us a review. And we're going to leave the links to your socials in the description of this episode so they can go and check out all the funny shit you post.
Thank you.
Or your amazing tattoo work too.
Thank you. I post a lot of dumb shit, so you're welcome. If you don't like it, jog on. It's so fine. But if you like it, fucking follow me. I promise you a good time.
As always, be better.
Woo.
Thanks for tuning in. If you got anything out of this, be sure to show some love on whatever platform it is that you're listening on and drop us some love across our socials.
If you want to know more, you can head to betterblokeproject.org, where you can learn about the programs we run, find out about upcoming events, and donate to the cause of building better blokes.